wait on God for justice, or sin by taking revenge? Abigail wisely turned David from evil against Nabal, but did David do right by Saul? Let's look at 1 Samuel 26. Did Saul break his word and seek to attack David again? People from Ziph came to Saul in Gibeah and informed him, David's hiding on the hill of Hachilah, which is across from Jeshimon, isn't he? So Saul rose and went down with 3,000 select men of Israel to the wilderness of Ziph, to look for David in the wilderness of Ziph. Saul camped by the road on the hill of Hachilah, across from Jeshimon, while David was staying in the wilderness. When he realized that Saul had come after him in the wilderness, David sent out spies and found out for certain that Saul had arrived. David rose and went to the place where Saul was camped. David saw the place where Saul and Abner, his commander-in-chief, lay down. Saul was lying down within the encampment, and the army was camped all around him. Did David and a friend sneak into Saul's camp by night? Then answered David and said to Ahimelech the Hittite, and to Abishai the son of Zeruiah, brother to Joab, saying, Who'll go down with me to Saul to the camp? And Abishai said, I'll go down with you. So David and Abishai came to the people by night. And behold, Saul lay sleeping within the trench, and his spear stuck in the ground at his bolster. But Abner and the people lay round about him. How did David answer his companion who wanted to take Saul's life? Then Abishai said to David, Today God has surrendered your enemy into your hand. So now please let me strike him with the spear to the ground with one stroke, and I'll not strike him the second time. But David said to Abishai, Don't destroy him, for who can send forth his hand against the anointed of Yahweh and be without guilt? David also said, As Yahweh lives, surely Yahweh will smite him, or his day will come that he dies, or he'll go down into battle and be swept away. Yahweh forbid that I should send forth my hand against the anointed of Yahweh. But now please take the spear that's in his hand and the jug of water, and let's go. So David took the spear and the jug of water from beside Saul's head, and they went away. But no one saw or knew it, nor did any awake, for they were all asleep, because a sound sleep from Yahweh had fallen on them. What did David do with Saul's spear and personal water supply? Then David crossed over to the other side and stood on top of the mountain at a distance, with a large area between them. And David called to the people and to Abner the son of Ner, saying, Won't you answer, Abner? Then Abner replied, Who are you who calls to the king? So David said to Abner, Aren't you a man? Who's like you in Israel? Why then haven't you guarded your lord the king? For one of the people came to kill the king your lord. This thing that you have done is not good. As the Lord lives, all of you undoubtedly must die, because you didn't guard the Lord's anointed. And now see where the king's spear is, and the jug of water that was at his head. What conversation echoed across the night between Saul and David? Saul recognized David's voice and said, Is that your voice, David, my son? David replied, Yes, it is, my lord the king. And he added, Why is my lord pursuing his servant? What have I done, and what wrong am I guilty of? Now let my lord the king listen to his servant's words. If the Lord has incited you against me, then may he accept an offering. If, however, people have done it, may they be cursed before the Lord. They have driven me today from my share in the Lord's inheritance, and have said, Go serve other gods. Now don't let my blood fall to the ground, far from the presence of the Lord. The king of Israel has come out to look for a flea, as one hunts a partridge in the mountains. Did Saul admit his wrong? And did David return Saul's belongings? Then Saul said, I've sinned. Return, my son David, for I'll harm you no more, because my life was precious in your eyes this day. Indeed, I've played the fool and erred exceedingly. And David answered and said, Here's the king's spear. Let one of the young men come over and get it. May the Lord repay every man for his righteousness and his faithfulness. For the Lord delivered you into my hand today, but I wouldn't stretch out my hand against the Lord's anointed. And indeed, as your life was valued much this day in my eyes, so let my life be valued much in the eyes of the Lord, and let him deliver me out of all tribulation. Then Saul said to David, May you be blessed, my son David. You shall both do great things and also still prevail. So David went on his way, and Saul returned to his place. What's the gold standard in handling any disputes with our enemies? But to you who are willing to listen, I say, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who hurt you. Do we wait on God's justice or sin by taking revenge? Abigail wisely turned David from evil against Nabal, but did David do right by Saul? You decide.